Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today I'm here with good news about Journey Together, and why we shouldn't really be worrying about Journey Together, and why things are getting a bit better with Journey Together. And now we can all count how many times I'm going to say Journey Together during this video. Journey together, journey together, journey together. Because you see, I showed you the other day that the prices of these cards in the set are actually coming down quite fantastically. I showed you that when we looked at pre-releases, the price for Lily's Clefairy was sitting around $600. But then when we got to the real release a couple weeks later, we're down to $220. And I'm here to tell you that the good news keeps going on. Here are the last three sales as I'm recording. There is a $230 in there, boo, but there's also a $210 and a $180. The price of this keeps going down. And we can do that thing that we often do where we head on over to TCG Player and we have a little bit of a look at Lily's Clefairy and we go, oh, hang on a second. Look at that graph. Look at that wonderful, wonderful graph. Still the most expensive card in the set, don't get me wrong, but that is a steep downturn on a card which has gone down to, well, market price is $210, the last sale is $200. Things is going well. And this is excellent, excellent news, because these things are going to track. We see this with English sets all the time. When singles start coming down, sealed product starts coming down. Now, I know one of the things we're really worried about right now is the booster box, the enhanced booster box, which has the Ends Restaurant promo and how that's a real pain to get hold of. That promo is like a $20 promo right now. Like, I know you don't all want to pay $20 for a random promo that you could have got for free in a box if you've been able to find the box, but honestly, for a promo that might go away and not come back, $20 for this Ends Reshiram, not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. Not too shabby at all. Yes, I wish it was cheaper too, but it's really not that bad. So honestly, things are looking up in terms of Journey Together. I told you the other day that these prices are coming down. That's not this video, by the way. We talked about that the other day. What we're looking at here is why this set is reacting in the way it is. And the good news is, I can tell you. The answer is Obsidian Flames. There we go. Okay, fine. Let's have a better explanation than just Obsidian Flames. You see, Obsidian Flames and Journey Together have something in common, and that is that they were both based on one Japanese set. Obsidian Flames was just Ruler of the Black Flame, brought into English, and Journey Together is just Battle Partners, brought over into English. And the relevance of that is fewer secret rares. In Japanese sets, we get 12 illustration rares. We get free gold cards, etc. There are a set number of secret rares and all of that come around in Japanese sets. So the fewer Japanese sets our sets are based off of, the fewer secret rares there are going to be, and therefore the pull rate of each individual secret rare is going to get a lot better. For instance, if we look at Obsidian Flames, how many illustration rares do we find? We actually find 12 in Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flames was weird because, of course, there's 12 illustration rares in a Japanese set, and most of the time, we actually take one of them out to use as our Elite Trainer Box promo. But, of course, in Obsidian Flames, we had Charmander as the Elite Trainer Box promo, which wasn't an illustration rare from the set over in Japan. And that meant that we ended up with actually 12 illustration rares in the set. That was a little bit weird. And if we look at Journey Together, we actually find there's only 11. We know that Enzorua was taken out of the set to be used as our Elite Trainer Box promo. So there's actually even fewer of them that we see coming around in here. There are 11 illustration rares in the set. That's it. And that means that the pull rates for each of those individual illustration rares are going to be a lot better. If we take a look at Surging Sparks, for instance, well, Surging Sparks was made of 2 Japanese sets. The main set, Super Electric Breaker, and the mini set, Paradise Dragona. Which means there's 24 illustration rares. One of them gets taken out to be put into our Elite Trainer box, and we're left with 23 illustration rares sitting in Surging Sparks. So if you pull an illustration rare in Surging Sparks, there's a 1 in 23 chance that it's the one you're actually looking for, or it's any one of the individual ones. Whereas in Journey Together, it's 1 in 11. And if we go to sets like Paradox Rift, for instance, well, in Paradox Rift, there was actually a double set. So we had Future Flash and Ancient Roar, which were 2 halves of the same main set, but they each came with the same number of secret rares, so 12 illustration rares, plus it brought in the Japanese mini set Raging Surf. So then there's 36 illustration rares between those 3 Japanese sets. And even when we take 2 out, because there's 2 Elite Trainer boxes in Paradox Rift, we're still left with 34 illustration rares in the set. And by now, I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out that when we've got 34 illustration rares in a set compared to 11, it is significantly harder to actually go ahead and pull the one that you want. And that's one of the things we see with Journey Together so beautifully. You know, have a look at Surging Sparks. There's only 11 special illustration rares in the set. In Journey Together, there's 6. There are 6 special illustration rares in the set. So that Lily's Clefairy, if you pull a special illustration rare, there's a 1 in 6 chance it's actually Lily's Clefairy, which is absurd. Whereas the Pikachu, for instance, there's a 1 in 11 chance it's the Pikachu when you pull a special illustration rare. So when we look at the prices here, and we make predictions about what's going to be going on with the singles, we need to bear that in mind. And let's go back to Obsidian Flames, because Obsidian Flames really didn't have that many secret rares in. If we look at special illustration rares in the set over in Obsidian Flames, there was again 6. And for a long time there was discussion about, well, hang on a second, how is that Charizard in Obsidian Flames not jumping up in price? Why is that not ending up as this ridiculously expensive card? Right now it's sitting as a $60 card. And one of the main explanations I can give you here is, there's only 6 illustration rares in the set, so you're going to pull the one you want a lot more often. And that's why my explanation for Journey Together coming down so nicely is Obsidian Flames. And I can't tell you this is going to carry on with Destined Rivals. As I've explained previously, Destined Rivals is an amalgamation of the main Japanese set Glory of Team Rocket and a mini set Hot Air Arena. So it's going to be more similar to a set like Surging Sparks in terms of how many secret rares it has, relative pull rates, etc. But just focusing in today, purely on Journey Together, things are looking up. Things are really, really looking up. And there is a reason for it. And I've heard people complaining. I've heard some complaints from people basically saying, well, hang on a second. This isn't good for collectors, blah, blah, blah. This is wonderful. This is wonderful for actual fans and actual collectors. Because the price of singles is going to keep coming down. That is going to bring the price of your sealed product down. When the reprints we've been promised appear, they are going to then bring the prices down even further. And this is going to end up being a good thing for the hobby. I explained to you again the other day that we go in cycles. I mentioned Paradox Rift already today. Paradox Rift was a set that's on release, and even still today, not hard to get hold of. We have not been in this situation for years on end where product has been impossible to get hold of. The first year of Scarlet and Violet going up to Paradox Rift, we were not struggling to get hold of product. It was lovely. It has been the end of the second year, moving into the third year of Scarlet and Violet, where it's happened again. And yeah, it's just going in cycles. If you go back to sets like Shining Fates on release, they were a nightmare to get hold of. This thing comes in circles and cycles and waves. Right now, we're in the bad time, where things are hard to get hold of. Things always get better. But Journey Together does represent a nice little ray of light. And that makes me very happy. But I've told you about all of this now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about Journey Together. Tell me what your pull rates have been like. Tell me what you've been picking up. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Star of Dav, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.